What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven. This is Steven in Stereo, and in today's video, we are finally listening to McFly's Power to Play. Now, I'm so excited about this album. I feel like McFly just continues to age like a very fine vegan cheddar or something. I feel like they're at a point in their career where they could literally do whatever they want and it's gonna work. And I think, like I've said before, a lot of that comes to just the amount of talent that's in this group. So I'm very excited for this album. Now, before we get into today's video, I just want to plug my Patreon. I do a ton of exclusive content over there. Actually, for album reactions, I always do them as full uncut album reactions. That means that I press play on this thing, press record, press play. We listen to the entire thing together. I upload those more like raw videos over to Patreon. YouTube usually gets the chopped up version. Obviously, it's going to have a little bit more pacing, so the videos aren't so long, and copyright issues and things like that. So if you're interested in supporting my page as well as getting a ton of exclusive content, link is in the description. I actually have McBusted's reunion documentary, which is really sick, or like not reunion, but like everybody getting together and doing this live show and stuff. I have that. I did McFly's documentary. I did McFly's recent Rio concert. It was like 2 hours. It was super fucking cool. So if you guys want to check those things out, links in the description as well. But all those things out of the way, I'm ready to dive into this. There's 3 tracks we're not doing because I've already done full videos for them, like much more in depth than I would do in an album reaction. And that's Where Did All the Guitars Go, God of Rock and Roll, and I'm Fine. Those all kind of got their own special treatment. So we're going to check out the rest of these. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. I appreciate y'all. This is Land of the Bees. Man, that riff is so heavy. God damn. They're taking this whole like rock influence, like they're making a rock album straight up, and you can hear it in so many of the pieces, not only just in the singles, but just listen to this entire guitar riff throughout the beginning. Super heavy, super technical, beautiful, and the drums and the way the bass is mixed, there's just so much beauty going on in this. Fuck yes. Can I just say, like, I'm obviously not going to miss the solo, right? But can I just say, listen to how heavy the drums are mixed. Like, there's so much bass in them, and I fucking love that, especially when Harry is just, like, annihilating that double bass. It's so good. Oh my God. Danny motherfucking Jones showing up here with literally the perfect sound for this style of music. Oh my God. No one believes the truth because no one tells the truth. So this is a really great lyric here, because I don't know if you guys have ever had this, but I totally had a friend that was just, all he could do is lie. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if the guy went to Walgreens, he would say that he went to Walmart or went to, like, it could never tell the truth about anything. And because of that, I always felt like he wasn't going to believe anything that I would do or say or that I did in my life, because he's already like understanding that, well, I don't tell the truth about anything, so that means no one does. It's a very awful place to be in. I love this track so much. There's so much energy. There's so much power. You really get a chance to dive into the intricacies of what's going to make this album so good. And, you know, based off the singles alone, I already knew what this album was going to sound like. But to get to hear a deeper track now, a track I haven't heard, and to get to hear all of those things coming to life in such a beautiful way. Honestly, the guitar riffs in this are incredible. And I really got to give it up to Harry in this, because I feel like that fucking drum section throughout this entire track is so good. Okay, Forever's Not Enough. Ooh! Let's fucking go with this. Jesus. Oh my God. I think this band could do no wrong. Oh, the synthesizers in this are fucking incredible. Oh my God. God gave us rock and roll so that I could find your soul and find my way back home. Literally just the lyricism in this. Also, I got to give it up for the absolute just 80s fucking worship of this track. It's got that pop rock vibe from then. Most of the pop hits had a lot of like guitar in them still. Hearing those synthesizers and honestly Danny's vocals over this kind of style, because he's got that harder rock sound to him, it just creates that power ballad. It's so fucking good. It's so fucking good. Ooh. Oh my God. They're really like coming to fucking play in this album. Ooh. Oh my God, this whole fucking instrumental is incredible. There's been this ongoing resurgence in the last, like, I would say like in the last like 5 to 10 years of more artists drawing influence from this era of music. I'm fucking obsessed, okay? I am, especially when you get someone like Danny doing a fucking power ballad like this. Jesus fuck, it is just so good. But what I love is that McFly was like, no. We're not drawing influence. We're fucking doing it. We're making an album that would have came out late 70s and 80s. And we're just going to put that out because the thing is, with time, as they talk about in this album, and where did all the guitars go? With time, music has become so electronic that you can create these songs with a keyboard, right? And there's beauty to that, and I think it works very well. However, there is also a lot of beauty in the grittiness, in the out of tune, in some of the imperfections, while at the same time having that heavy distortion. Because what translates better live than anything, someone pressing a spacebar, it's cool. Like, you did all the work before and you go, but man, when a band gets up there on stage and plays this shit live, you fucking feel it. And that's what McFly's doing here. Okay, it says, Taking Back Tonight. Oh, let's go. Come on, I fucking need it. Let's go. Oh. Like, they were really like, I'm just gonna fucking prove to you how badass we are, in case y'all forgot. Oh, Danny just literally like hits those notes and it's straight to my heart. Like, yes, bro, let's fucking go. You know what? Again, another fucking ballad, another perfect moment from them. I love to hear where that timing changes as it goes into the chorus. And it's just this epic. It's so crazy how the slower that instrumental goes, the heavier everything feels. I love hearing all of that come together here. And again, just the instrumentation of this band just never ceases to amaze me. Like, they are just musicians first through and through, and it sounds incredible. They're so tight. Everything is just so perfect. That fucking solo, again, it just really lends to this idea that we're not only making this album in this genre, but we're really gonna do it. We're really gonna put our spin on a perfect sound and bring the guitars back. And it's so incredible here. And I love Danny, just that final note at the end, just fucking incredible. I'm honestly so stoked for them. Like, this is the first full album that we've done on my channel of them. And what a way to start, because I've heard a lot of McFly songs, but like, to get to this point and now work our way backwards is going to be really interesting, because there's so much fucking power all through this. It's almost like they have power to play. Honey, I'm Home. Oh, that rasp is... Oh my God. I hope Danny gets to sing my obituary one day. There's just so many ballad moments in this fucking album. Oh shit. one more time. Oh my God. Okay, one more. Dude, I could just, like, I could have these power ballads from McFly, like, if they wanted, again, they can do anything, so if they wanted to just make their discography moving forward, like 80s fucking power ballads, I'm here. I will take it forever, especially when you've got somebody like Danny motherfucking Jones in the building, who literally can, like, spark up so much emotion right in here. Like, he draws that vocal from, like, right here, and it is just, like, gravelly and fucking raspy, and literally everything I love about his voice just comes to life in this song. I'm a huge fan. I actually love that we spent like about a minute and a half in like a very laid back sort of instrumental, really bringing that emotion home, really getting a chance to hear kind of Danny's vocal, you know, just drive this fucking emotion. The fucking distortion comes in. The guitars come back in. They're ringing. We're singing. Everybody is naked, because that's exactly what happens. Danny Jones starts singing like this. I'm going to throw him my shirt. I'm going to throw him my socks. And who knows what else I get to, because I'm just like, I want you to have everything in the world when you start doing that. Okay. Amazing track. Route 55. However you say that. Let's do it. What the fuck? This is so sick. It almost makes you wish that Guitar Hero was still a game, because there's no reason like this. One of these songs would be on there for sure, but there's no reason this track couldn't have been on there. Oh! Like, songs like this are so important, because they really are like these pinnacle moments. A lot of bands will make a track like this where it's almost a like a flashback to either when the band started or when they started to feel like they were like really getting their first like momentum. So think about Route 55. Maybe they're on tour going through, they let the top back, and for that first time they really feel like, oh my God, we're doing this. We're on either that first tour or we just signed our first deal, whatever the case may be. Those flashback memories are so important. You're living in this endless summer, right? So I always love these, because I feel like it gives you a chance. You know, these bands end up being so big, and sometimes like they just seem like larger than life, right? But like everybody starts somewhere. So when I hear a track like this, it just makes me sort of like really humanize them even more. Like, oh my God, y'all actually remember that moment when everything felt like it was really about to happen. And I think there's something so beautiful about a messaging like that, especially when it's in a track that is so interesting. Like there's so many cool moments to this. I love the chorus a lot. I really like that falsetto. I really like that it's just these high notes coming through. Definitely reminds me of like fucking ABBA or something, right? But then there's like this moment, it's like this bridge sort of moment where the song gets really fucking heavy out of nowhere. Super heavy distortion. We get this really sick guitar solo coming through. Again, Guitar Hero. Come on, what are y'all doing? We need this song. We need Guitar Hero. I fucking missed that song. Come on. Expert on hyperspeed? Are you kidding? I can't play real guitar, but I can fucking shred some Guitar Hero. Okay, this next track is Crash. Oh my God. I just love that we have this like straight up like pop punk track coming out right after having a track like Route 55. That's what I love about McFly. You never know what they're gonna do next. I love it. Sucker for just like messy pop punk like this. Like I'm a huge fan. You think about like early Green Day, for example, just to use like a really like obviously popular band, but like early Green Day to me, where it had that like grittiness, it had that like heavy distortion, you know, super kind of like chaotic drums. Like I love that sound so much. And of course they fucking nail that because it's McFly. This is what I'm talking about. On an album of power ballads, you just gave me like a straight up like fucking 90s punk track, like Epitaph Records punk track. And I'm absolutely in love with it. Like I wish more people could understand why McFly is so sick. I think that would be awesome. Like, it's not just like, oh yeah, McFly, yeah, I've heard of them. Or yeah, oh, they wrote these songs. No. They're so sick because there's just nothing that they can't fucking do. As far as Tom Fletcher literally being like, doing like Broadway shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like an ongoing, just never-ending cycle. Or circle, I guess. You could have a never-ending circle. It would just be a spiral and then it would be a cycle. Okay, Make It Out Alive. Dude, the melodies of the vocals are so fucking good in this song already. Yes. Come on, fill your glasses. Tragic moments. Oh my God. This is like easily one of my favorite McFly songs I've ever heard. Like every piece of this is so beautiful. I love the melodies so much. I love that like I love that setup and that instrumental, and the vocals in this literally are just written so well. Like their delivery, the cadence in this, everything is so sick. Woo! And I don't know what really needs to be said here other than that is definitely one of my favorite McFly tracks I've ever heard. I'm obsessed with the songwriting portion of this, the way they composed this instrumental, the way they made these lyrics work so well for this track as far as the delivery. I just think it was incredible. I fucking love that chorus so much. There's a moment when someone decides to get the like fucking metalcore vibe, right? It's just like we get that note and then it's like fucking sick, right? Like that's what we want every time. 10 out of 10. Give it to me forever. I'm obsessed with this song. So I don't know what else you need to hear from me. Make It Out Alive is that banger. Okay, this last track is Shine On. Oh, do you hear that bass? Boom, 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 boom. What were they thinking making a fucking album this goddamn good? Woo! What the fuck? Trapped in a world where your dreams are blurred and your fears outshine the feeling that you want to be free. Shine on. Okay. I just gotta say right now, god damn it, what a fucking amazing album so far. Like I'm just fucking obsessed with this. My first time listening to this, I'm so here. Y'all watch the channel, you all know when I'm really fucking feeling it. It's right here, it's happening. I love the lyrics to this. It doesn't matter if shit is tough. It doesn't matter if all your dreams just seem unattainable. It doesn't matter if like negativity seems to be the easiest thing to do. Let love shine on. Let love be the power and the guide of like to get you through all the bullshit. And it's such a god damn. I can't judge it based on every album because I've not listened to all of their albums in their entirety yet. So we're going to be doing that, going through the discography backwards. However, I don't know how this isn't their best. I mean, I've heard a lot of McFly tracks and I've always loved them. I've loved so many of the things that they've done musically, but this really does like top everything I've ever heard from them. I don't know if it's just because it's close to a genre that like I really love. but I think it really does have a lot to do with what I've seen them do as musicians. I've seen them do a lot of styles. I've seen them be able to create really great, just amazing live performances, so much energy. And I've always said that that's one of the most captivating things about this band. They put all that into a record. I can't even begin to tell you what this is going to sound like live, because this type of music is meant to be heard live. It is meant to be played live. It is not, it's not like, let's just hang out in the studio, make this song, and then we'll go sing over this instrumental. And there's nothing wrong with that. When you're doing this genre, this is the way that you do it. You do it with this sort of justice. The amount of love in the distortion, the amount of love in the synthesizers, the amount of love in the drums. Oh my God. The bass sections are incredible. The fucking solos throughout this entire thing are just amazing. And to top that off, you've got amazing vocalists in this group that truly hone in those skills to create this masterpiece. And I feel like maybe I'm overhyping this because I'm really fucking stoked right now after listening to it. But I've got a feeling that this is still going to hold true, because I have felt this way about these singles for quite some time now. Like, hearing these singles already had me so fucking stoked on what this album was going to sound like. But damn, I was not ready for just how intense this thing really was. There's so many like time signature change ups. There's so many like heavy distorted parts. There's so many like just guitar riffs that like I knew they were capable of doing, but I did not expect for them to be pulling it out not once or twice, but on almost every song. Again, this really is a moment of McFly being around for 20 years and really like making a statement here. Like, it's not just that we can write these radio hits or that we can write these pop rock songs that everybody loves. We're going to show you just what we're capable of. And honestly, right now in music, this is what we need. I miss bands. I miss hearing bands that play their fucking instruments and create these masterpiece moments. And I feel like McFly just gave us that. So I am crossing my fingers so hard that with the success of this album, let me try to manifest it here, McFly will come to the United States. It will be a show that I will be able to attend. I absolutely have to go. I need to see this band live, because these songs, while are so powerful in the studio, I cannot wait to see what they look like live. So I am obsessed with this album. I gotta say, Make It Out Alive is hands down one of my favorite McFly tracks of all time now. That says a lot. I've heard a lot of their songs. It's so good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this album reaction. I know a lot of people were asking me to check this out. I had been putting doing their discography off until this album came out, because I like to do the newest one and then work my way backwards. And with this, we got that. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much. If you want to check out the full version, it's on Patreon, as well as all of my exclusive content when it comes to McFly. And there's a pretty decent amount over there. So make sure you guys check that out. I like to do long form content over there. If you guys enjoyed the video, like the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram. Also, let me know in the comment section what your 3 favorite songs are on this. I know that's really hard because there's so many bangers, but I gotta know what you guys are thinking. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.